Her name is there in the list.
Reading, we have not received yesterday's content.
Why? Yesterday I did not update anything, by the way.
No, that PPT you can share with us, right?
I was looking for the PPT which you sent.
PPT I will not share. That is my training notes.
Okay.
That is only used for training. The scenarios what we have done on the system, you can replace the same scenarios.
Sure. So, by the way, we are recording from today, right?
I will see today or tomorrow. I will start because I have to do some settings in my laptop, Mac laptop. So that's the reason I'm unable to do it. Maybe from tomorrow we will do it. Yasmin, you there? I don't know if she's there or not. Oh, 1 second. Any questions on whatever we have covered so far? No doubts?
No.
Ma'am, how to create the new, personal number? Because, ma'am, listen. No, actually, because uh, when I, when I'm doing this one, so I don't have any record of the person. So that's what. Because I am not using the pre-mark, you know, credentials. So that's what.
What are you doing then?
I'm doing other. I have some other internal. Online access. So I'm doing that one. So that was,
So what happened now? You're trying to hire an employee?
yeah, same
Or are you trying to see employee record?
employee record, because in the system there is no record in a training server. So I'm unable to do that one.
You
So
have No, I did not understand. Do you want to see employee record in your system?
yeah,
Okay, when you go to PA20, you don't know the employee number.
employee number and plus there is no record, ma'am.
There will be record available. You should be knowing the personal number basically.
Yeah, if somebody is created, so then only the record is available, right?
Record would be there. When you know the number, then only we can see the record.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what says. You doesn't know the employee number. If you know the
Because
number, you can.
For example, if I created an employee with 8,000 something 5-digit number or whatever, you don't know that I have created this number. So unless you know my number, you cannot see the record.
Yeah.
Is it right, Rohini?
But I'm using the other credentials because I didn't use the pre-mark credentials.
Okay. Listen. Now you want to know the employee numbers which are there in the system. Yes or no?
Yes. I already checked. There is no record in the system because the training service is very. It's new.
Where have you checked, my dear? Where have you checked? How did you check? By the way, tell me, how did you check?
Through the transaction code PA20 or PA30 also.
What did you do there? After going there, what did you do?
It shows that
Are you in front of the system now?
Sorry?
Are you in front of the system now?
Yeah.
Okay. do one thing. What we will do is once I finish the topic, then I will tell you how to search for an employee. Now we will continue with our topic.
Sure. And ma'am, this one in the system, like company code and company name, how to give that one, you didn't show. I mean, just you. I mean, overall
We
you.
haven't started yet.
Sayed,
We haven't
let
started
her to
anything.
finish. Let her to finish. What are your questions? I think today she will cover those things.
We haven't started. We are still in basics. We haven't gone to the configuration. We are
Okay.
just trying to understand what is PA, what are info types, what are time constraints. Because you attended last time, I think sessions, you are confused now. So let us go step by step.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Rohini,
Is there
what you
any
said is
time
correct because we are
constraint?
at basic levels. If you're talking
Ah,
about in advanced topics, then we'll get worried.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
So actually what happened, NASA was part of previous batch, but he could not continue because of several reasons, and he waited for the next batch. So he heard few things there, and he missed a few things there. Now he's confused.
Okay.
Let's
So
start. Not
we are
wasted
going.
But by
So
but
we are going
for us it is
topic by
getting
topic. Yeah. So you don't confuse others. So we will cover everything by topic by topic. Fine.
Fine.
Okay. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yeah, Rohini, is there
yeah.
any time constraint with 0?
There is, and there are alphabetical time constraints as well.
Okay.
So usually those time constraints are automatically updated by the system. So we don't usually see them in our regular stuff. But these info types what we discussed, 1, 2 and 3, they are actually, we see them. We say the behavior directly. That's the reason they are very important.
Okay.
Can I
Because
know
I
who
got an
has
error.
joined just now? I see SAP SD and I see Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Rohini, your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Rohini.
Ma'am, do you take the success factor classes also?
She's on mute.
Prima info new presented.
మడికేరి యాక్చువల్గా కారు తీసుకుంటున్నాను.
इसके देखिए एयरपोर्ट्स एयरपोर्ट्स आईफोन 7 में कैसा आखिरी है ये लिंक में ऐसे याद आया नहीं आता हूँ
Hello.
yes
Hello. Hello. 1 second, guys. Yasmin, you joined?
Yeah. Just now I've joined.
Okay, so just follow whatever we go on with. Maybe after the session, I will talk to you. Okay.
Fine.
So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, fine. Are you able to see the Excel?
Yes.
So we finished time constraints. Now we will go with the further division of info types. Okay, so we know what are info types. Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. What? Yes. What about the rest?
Yes,
Information
proceed,
type.
yes, proceed.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Everybody is there, right? Fine.
Yes.
Hide and seek.
Yeah. So we. Okay. Today dragging a lot. Now these info types are further divided into subtypes and wage types. Now, what is a subtype? What do you understand what with the word subtype?
Further division of info types.
Inherited
So-
one.
Segregation.
So, which info type will carry a subtype and which info type will carry a wage type? So, what are the info types we discussed?
1, 2, 6, 0,
0,
8,
Okay.
9, 14, 15.
14 and
Okay, for example, if you take 6,
Okay.
6 is address.
address,
Okay.
So, what do you have in address?
number,
Address.
It is a subtype.
Permanent address. Permanent address.
So, you have temporary address, you have permanent address, you have office address. They are called as subtypes. So, in an info type, if you have further division, it can be a subtype or else it can be a wage type. So, actions. What is actions?
hiring and termination,
So within actions you have something called as hiring, termination, yes or no, change in
Yes.
pay,
Upgradation.
Even
Transfer.
transfer as well.
rehire, org transfer. So you have several things. So what are these? These are called as subtypes. So can you tell me, we have seen many info types, in which info types you have subtype?
Eight.
No, or what is 8?
8 is basic pay.
Basic pay.
No.
Salary.
Okay, so
I think that will come
So
on
in-
wage types.
exactly, because when you say basic pay, it is related to amount. So what is
Okay.
a wage type? A wage is nothing but for what you're working, you are paid for that.
Yes. True.
That is a wage type. So how are we paid? We are paid through info type 8. In info type 8, we see basic, HRA,
Transportation allowance, conveyance.
conveyance
PTA.
allowance. Yes, so all these are different types of wage types. So you have IT8, you have info type 14. What is info type 14? Recurring payments and
Unmandated.
deductions. You have meal allowances, shift allowances. So
Overtime.
all these are called as wage type. Yes. and you have IT 15, additional payments and deductions, OT, bonus. So these are called as subtypes and these are called as wage types. Okay. So every info type will not have a subtype or a wage type. Some of the info types will have a subtype and a wage type. For example, personal data, info type 2. Does it have a subtype or a wage type?
Both.
Do you see in info type any subtype or a wage type?
It's a subtype.
What subtype you have in info type 2?
This
What is info
nationality
type 2?
tells about personal details.
Yeah, so in personal details we don't have any kind of subtype, it is just personal details, that's all. Name, first name, they are personal details, it is not further categorization of personal details.
Okay.
In for example, dependent details, in dependent details what do you have? You will have subtypes, spouse, children, parents,
Yes.
Yep.
they become subtypes. Whereas personal details is blindly personal details. Info type 9, bank details. Do you have a subtype in bank details?
No.
So basically whenever someone is asking you for your address, then we immediately ask them, which address are you looking for, a permanent address or my rental address?
Okay.
Why are you asking that? Because there is further categorization of address. Address can be any type. Office address. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
For example, email ID. Whenever someone is asking email ID, what is your next question? Do you want official
Office ID,
email ID
personal
or
ID.
personal email ID? Yes. So based on the question, we have separate questions. But if anybody is asking a name, we will not ask, do you want my mother's side name or my husband's side name? We don't say all that. We will just say our name. That's all. So based on the type of information, we have further division of a subtype and a wage type. So anything which is nothing related to money is called as a subtype. For example, employee is taking a leave. What is that
Yeah.
called as? Is it a subtype?
Subtype. Subtype.
No, it is called as absence type.
Okay.
It cannot be a subtype because that is a type of absence. So anything which is time related, they are called as absence types. Okay.
Yep.
Wage types are further divided into, these wage types are furthermore divided into primary wage types, primary, or they are also called as customer specific wage types, and secondary or technical wage types. Okay. Now what do you understand by primary or a customer?
Which is commonly used and whatever all the benefits is given by the specific that is client.
Okay.
Maybe it's mandatory kind
That's-
of thing. It has to be
Yeah,
maintained.
basic pay.
Okay. What about
That is that it is a discretionary power of the employee to pay. It is
what?
It is a discretionary power of the employer to pay. It is not a man. It is not either legal or this conveyances, compliances, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first is primary legal compliances, but secondary is a
Okay.
discretionary power of the employee, not mandatory, but it is the
Be ben-
thanks for your struggle. I will explain. Okay. So primary waste types and a secondary waste type, or a customer specific waste type or a technical waste type. Basically, waste types are 4 digits in character. Now, these primary waste types are configured by us, waste types, based on the client requirement. For example, you see basic salary, that is a waste type. So basically, these waste types, the primary waste types are used for the employees to be paid in the salary. If the primary waste type is not available, they, for example, if a company is figured, right?
Hello, Miss Rohini. Hello.
I'm picking up an employee.
Hello.
Or 3,200. Mobile allowance 3,600. What are these 3,600? These are nothing but the wage type. These are nothing but the wage type. Okay. Clear? Now what is the technical wage type? So a technical, this is our example 560. What is slash 560? Now, if you go and look at a payslip, right? Payslip. We all know what is a payslip, right?
Yes.
What do we do? What do we see in payslips? Earnings and deductions. We see earnings and deductions. Okay. I don't, because I want that to be in order. Okay. So we have deductions. Who is joining and who is coming back? Okay. Okay. So what are the earnings we usually see? Basic pay? Yes or no? HRA?
Yes.
Conveyance allowance? Some shift allowance? Some meal allowance? Some project allowance? OT? Now, what are these called as? Basic pay, HRA, conveyance, shift? What are these called as? As per they are called as customer specific wage types. Pay, HRA, conveyance in info type 8. You're storing shift allowance, meal allowance, project allowance in info type 14. You're storing, how are you storing? Because customer specific wage types in those particular info types, you are able to use those wage types and pay the employee some amount of 20,000 is some amount of food 8,000, conveyance 1,600, shift allowance 6,000, meal allowance 1,500, project allowance 8,000, and OT some 1,500. How are we getting this data? Because I am storing this particular information in info types. Clear so far?
Yes.
Some more. Okay, this is my, what is this called as? Gross
Gross
earnings.
Earnings.
So this gross earnings is customer specific wage types, and these customer specific wage types are available in the, where are they available? In the info types, IT 8, 14 and 15. Now based on this, what do we have? We have deductions. For example, we have tax. Assume some 6,000. I'm just giving a blind figure. No, no. Maybe 2,500. And you have provident fund, PF, some amount of 5,500. And then you have PT, some amount of 200. These are the standard deductions. Okay. So this is called as gross deductions. Now how did we arrive at the deductions? Earnings, we very well know how we got earnings, because we have created the customer specific wage type, and we have the gross earnings. Now gross calculated gross deduct on the earnings what you have. How are we arriving at the tax? We have tax calculated on basic pay, HRA, conveyance, and tax. Are you storing the tax figure directly, or it is calculated by the system indirectly?
Calculated by the system.
So it is calculated by the system. This is called as a technical wage type. Technical wage type. Even this is also called as a technical wage type. Even this is also called as a technical wage. Not direct entries in info type. These are indirectly calculated by the system based on some rule, based on some logic.
See, Rohini,
Now,
for some companies,
yeah.
sorry, 1 minute, for some companies there is a deduction or medical per from the employer, but it will be reflected in the pay slip, which is not related to any of the gross earnings.
As a wage type then, that is not a legislative deduction. The insurance is company related, so we have to have specific wage.
Okay.
For example, loans are also deducted. Some companies will give some kind of education loans and all. So what is loan? Loan is customer specific. We have to create that wage type. That is a customer specific wage type. Anything which system is doing automatically, that is a technical wage type. For example, tax, PF, PT, they are technical wage type, that are specific wage type. Pay, I will not have tax. Why? Your tax is basic pay and based on the slab rate. Now if you look at the gross earnings and gross deductions, what is the net pay?
Difference would be the net pay.
So this
Gross earnings minus gross deductions.
minus this. So that's my net pay, 38,400. So how is your net pay coming? Is it a direct amount or it is calculated?
Calculated.
It is calculated. This is called as a technical wage type. So how am I calculating net pay in payroll is, the net pay is calculated this way. Slash 560, what is slash 560? Is the net pay equals to slash 101 minus slash 110 plus standard deductions. Not plus, minus standard deductions. So what is slash 10? Adding all your deductions, and slash 560 is your net pay, slash 101 is called as gross earnings. So this is slash 560. And what should be your bank transfer?
Net pay.
Bank transfer should be equal to net pay, yes or no? So this bank transfer slash 559. So your bank transfer is equal to your net pay. what are these? These are called as technical waste types. Who is defining? These are already defined in the system. Types are based on some logic. I will not get gross and always if I have to get /101 earnings. Only that's how I get the gross earnings. How is it arrived? Gross earnings minus gross deductions. What is that? That is called as a formula. So that is at technical level that is already defined at a back end. So system will generate them automatically. Okay. So this is how info types are categorized. So subtypes and wage types. Wage types are again divided into primary and customer, and then secondary and secondary or technical. Yeah. So this is how we understand. So earnings, whatever you see, they are customer specific, and deductions, whatever you see. That's what I'm telling. Standard deductions. Standard deducted based on the technical wage type. As someone said, loans or any kind of insurance amount and all, that is again customer policies. That is not as per the legislation. The simple example is what is net pay? Net pay is gross earnings minus gross deductions. What is that? That's a formula. That is a standard formula. So that's a technical wage type. Okay. So I use lot of green today. Any doubts?
Hello. Anybody's hear my voice?
Okay. Here you're back.
Hello.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, Miss Norni.
Master, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Actually, today I unable to, listen your class because of here the connection. So many times I disconnect the line and connect it. Here is Thursday. Tomorrow and
Uh-huh.
after from tomorrow onwards 9 days we have the holidays. So here I think that's the reason. Here internet is not good.
Okay.
So if anyone recorded this today's class, so it's good to
Why
check.
if it is a holiday, internet will not work?
No, because of so many people are coming and calling
Record.
to their home. Network busy today, so
Okay, I will record it from tomorrow.
I didn't listen any words after the after wage types.
I will record the sessions from. So Yasmin, you.
Maybe I have seen. I mean,
So please make sure your internet is sessions.
no, it's
Though.
good. It's good, but just for 20 minutes before it was happened. Just still I am.
Okay, fine. I will try to record the session from tomorrow so that it will be helpful for you. Now I can't repeat this. Okay.
Sorry.
So we will end the session for today for till here, and tomorrow we will start with a new topic here.
So it's good for me to. I mean, if you. I mean, tell me the wage types. How to do you, because I didn't see even we here is internet totally
Maybe it Anachar. Maybe I will do
see
first
still
10 minutes. I
still your
will try
voice
to
is
cover this
still
one.
your voice is interrupted, it's coming in
If you have an internet issue, I can't do anything about it. Okay. So for the rest, if you have anything, you can ask. Else we will meet tomorrow.
so for
Rohini, how we are defining this dash by So it's an user defined, right? This slash one.
Slash wage types are already defined in the system. They are standard.
I just wanted to repeat
For example, you now tax in India for you, for me, for anyone, it's the same logic. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yeah.
It is based on this. So tax defined 464. So for anybody in India, if tax amount is coming on a pay slip on the deduction side, that is the standard technical wage type used.
Okay.
Why? Because that is standard. Provident fund, employee contribution, employer contribution. It again has a technical wage type because it is standard. For example, net pay slash 560 for you and for me across the world, for anybody net pay is slash 560. So these are product defined and they are always standard. So they have defined.
Okay.
So they are generated automatically. That's the reason they are called technical wage types, which are calculate specific wage types. Okay, but the technical wage type, we can create technical wage types. If something is not available, we can also create technical wage types. But this is the meaning of a technical wage type. A technical wage type is used to calculate something at a backend, and finally they get the end result. Tax doesn't come directly. Based on several calculations, you get a tax.
Yes.
Tax part of tax. So when I am calculating tax, I need a base wage type. What do you mean by base wage type? Addition of basic pay, HRA, conveyance, shift allowance, project allowance, and OT. If I add all these things, I will get another figure. On this figure, a tax is calculated. So the addition of all these things become another wage type, another technical wage type, that is called as a base wage types. So there are at a backend which are technical, are used to calculate this. So they are predefined in the system. Okay. Any questions?
Ma'am, please can you repeat that one wage types, if you don't mind? Only from in back
Okay,
end.
I'll ask my question to everybody. What is a wage type? What is a wage type? Difference between customer and technical wage type.
Which is in daily basis or like in salary.
The rest are there or gone. Okay.
Maybe if I want, so I have to
So
give this.
basically, wage types are customer specific. And everybody is answering. How come? Have you understood or you have not understood?
Yes, understood.
What is the So what is a primary wage type and what is a secondary wage type?
The primary wage type, it is based on the customer requirement. It will be created. Okay. And for the secondary or technical, it is a standard one which is created. This priorly determined, and it is a standard one.
Okay. So Nasser, you understood? You there, Nasser?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm listening.
Basically, wage types, customer and technical. As per the client requirement, we have to configure the customer wage types. Technical wage types are already predefined in the system. Like slash 560, which is called as the net pay. Net pay is always used or identified with slash 560 code. Every country has a net pay, so that is slash 560. Bank transfer slash 559. Gross earnings slash 101. deduction slash 110. So technical wage type. Now what is a customer specific wage type? Based on the client we create. For example, car allowances. In my company, car allowances are given to some of the
Hello,
employees.
hello, ma'am.
So I have to configure car allowance specific and you have to start with a slash. Yes.
Yeah, sorry for interrupt you. It's better, ma'am. Tomorrow you
Are
will.
you unable to hear me?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, Syed.
Tomorrow, first 10 minutes, if you telling me these things, it's good because totally
Yeah,
hear
I
nothing.
can't repeat once again because I have done
Okay,
enough.
First 5 minutes is okay for me.
okay, madam. The
Please.
better solution is that
Yeah,
recording.
yeah. That's a different story. Yes. Okay, good.
See, today is a
If no
very
further
important
questions, we
class.
will meet tomorrow.
I missed.
Every day is an important class because everything is new.
But today info types.
Okay,
I-
that's okay. I will repeat it tomorrow. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay, thanks for that.
So I think this will be updated and you will be able to see this once I save it. You can view it. So guys, you all can log off. Yasmin, I will talk to you. Please stay back.
Okay.
Yeah, log off.
Thank you very much.